Thank you so much for clicking on this video. I am so glad you did. It is very cold out, so you're just going to have to deal with the sound of the heater in the background. And my two boys are home because it is cold out and school is canceled, so you're just going to have to deal with their noise and interruptions because they will happen. I tried to pull myself together a little bit, but I was stress crying this morning intensely. I woke up. Didn't feel this way yesterday. I didn't feel this way the day before, or the day before that, or the day before that. But for whatever reason this morning, I woke up and I just felt super stressed out and super overwhelmed and super frustrated because I know that I have to figure it out soon. And there's been a huge brick that has crashed all my foreseen plans and birth plan. So the plan is to have a VBAC. That is still my plan. A vaginal birth after cesarean section. That is still the plan. I just have to figure out how I'm going to go about doing this. But so I have not been seeing my local doctors here in my small town. I live in the state of Nebraska, and I live very close to the border. So I have been going to South Dakota to receive my prenatal services. I did this with my first and my second pregnancy with both of my sons. I went to this hospital to be confirmed with my pregnancy, to receive the dating ultrasound, and as well as receive my anatomy scan for all three of my children, including my current pregnancy. So during my last appointment, which was during the anatomy scan, and I had a checkup right after that, I was 22 weeks pregnant, and now I am 25 weeks pregnant, so that was about 3 weeks ago. So I was talking to a midwife, because I've been seeing a midwife this entire pregnancy, through this hospital, and she referred me to a doctor who supports VBACs in the state of South Dakota, and so that I could start to establish care with her, so that I can have my vaginal birth after cesarean with a doctor. Well, after that appointment, the next day I called my insurance to make sure that everything would go through, and they informed me that I cannot see anyone. I cannot see anyone out of the state of Nebraska. So I have changed, or my insurance company did change from my second son to this now pregnancy, because it's been 3.5 years since I've been pregnant. So that was news to me. I can't go out of the state of Nebraska for care. So that basically means that I can no longer go to this midwife at this hospital, and I cannot be referred to this specific doctor who does VBACs. So because the two doctors that are here in my town do not support VBACs, my next best option would be the next closest town, which is 2 hours away, which gives me 4 hours of travel time to do prenatal checkups. This is extremely frustrating to me because there is somebody available who would be willing to take me on as a patient, because, the midwife who I've been seeing for the last 5 months has referred me to this doctor, and she says I'd be the perfect candidate She's been the one that's been providing me the care and monitoring me and whatever, so she should know the best. And now I can't see this doctor and I can't see this midwife, so now I have to figure out what I'm going to do. I don't want to establish care with the two doctors here in this town who I know will not give me a VBAC, because I don't even want to have to deal with denying a C. Like, I just don't want to go down that road. And I called down to North Platte to figure out at their hospital if any of their doctors do VBACs, and they said no. And then they referred me to I think it's like 3 or 4 OBGYNs who own their own private practice, who she says will sometimes do a VBAC, and they'll deliver in their hospital. So that's why she knows this. So she gave me the number to call them. And so now I have to figure out if they, one, accept my insurance, which is not even the biggest deal because I've already looked at their website and they say that they accept all major insurances. But the next big deal is to see if I qualify to have a VBAC with one of these OBGYNs. And I just don't even want to go down that jump hoop rope type thing. I know in this current pregnancy that I'm way healthier than I was in my previous pregnancies, and I know that because my blood pressure tells me so. In my other 2 pregnancies, my blood pressure was crazy, and that's why I was induced for my first pregnancy, and that's why I was given an emergency C-section for my second pregnancy, or second delivery. And my blood pressure this time around is nowhere even close to those high numbers. It's actually very normal, and I don't see any concerns with my health. I don't want them to take my past pregnancies and be like, oh, she's gonna fall, this is gonna be the same exact thing. I don't want to risk it and not let me have a VBAC. So now I have to make a decision. I can call them and establish care with them. I can suck it up and establish care with a physician or doctor here in town. And I'm going to have to make up my mind soon because I am 25 weeks pregnant today, and I can give myself a few prenatal checkups, but I'm only a few weeks away from the 3rd trimester when these prenatal checkups start to happen every 2 weeks instead of every 4 weeks, and I really do not want to have to travel 4 hours just traveling. That's not including the office visit, me having to stop to get food and get gas and pee, all 4 hours. 2 hours there, 2 hours back, every 2 weeks for something that I can do myself because I'm trained in it. So this video is definitely not a conclusion video. I have no answers. I don't know exactly what I'm going to do because I haven't made up my mind, and I have to here soon. I'm hoping that, yeah. I don't know. So, and I want to explain too, I can't just hire a midwife. At least not to deliver my baby. I want a home birth because I think that will be the best option for me. And it is illegal for the midwives here in Nebraska to attend home births. All of the midwives in the state of Nebraska are licensed, and they are required to work in a facility or a hospital. And so when they attend a home birth, it is illegal. So you have to actually fly a midwife out from a different state in order to attend your home birth here in the state of Nebraska. Very, very interesting and super, super frustrating and annoying, because like, what? Any other state, it'd be so easy for me to get my hands on a midwife to be able to do my prenatal visits and walk me through the home birth, but instead I live in this state and everything is different. So yeah, so I don't have the convenience of hiring a midwife, and I have to decide if I want to establish care again with somebody here in town who is going to push having another cesarean, or if I want to possibly establish care with a doctor who might give me a vaginal birth after a cesarean. Might. It's up to him. It's his decision of whether or not he allows me to have a vaginal birth after cesarean. I'm just at the point right now where I'm just like, I don't even want to deal with doctors. I'm just going to do it all myself. I'm going to do my own prenatal care and all of these things, and that sounds so good to me right now, because I know I still have like a week before I really have to make up my mind. But in a week, I know it's not going to sound that great to me, and I am going to want some kind of healthcare professional behind me saying, yeah, you're great, your pregnancy looks great, your baby looks great, blah 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 blah. My kids and my dogs are going crazy out there. Ugh. Yes. So that is a long, short version of the stress of wanting a VBAC in the state of Nebraska, not being able to hire a midwife. It's fantastic. So I don't know what you got out of this video besides listening to me complain and listen to my problems. And if you are listening and you are watching all the way to this point, thank you so much. I'm so glad that you care, and it makes me feel heard, which is good, because yeah, I'm frustrated and I don't know what to do. And I just want a doctor here in town who will give me a VBAC, and I can just be like, oh, look, it's so easy. I can just drive 10 minutes away and come visit my doctor, and it doesn't take me the entire day for a prenatal visit. It should not be your entire, like, I should not leave a prenatal visit completely exhausted. That's not helping me as a pregnant woman. And it's definitely not helping my health, and it's definitely not helping the health of my baby. Being exhausted, frustrated, stressed out to just go see your doctor, to see for a wellness check. Hey, doctor, am I well? No, obviously you're not. You're stressed. I don't know. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you're happy. I hope you're healthy. I hope you are having a better day than I am. Thank you again. Stay blessed, friends. Bye.